Across the vast grasslands of Africa, there lives an animal with a massive body, formidable horns, and enough power to make even a pride of lions think twice. This is the Cape buffalo. At first glance, it may seem like nothing more than a slow-moving grazer. But beneath that heavy frame lies extraordinary strength, a fierce survival instinct, and a level of unity rarely seen in the wild. Here are 10 fascinating facts about one of Africa's most powerful animals. Fact number 1. The Cape buffalo is the largest type of African buffalo. African buffalo are divided into several subspecies, each adapted to a different environment across the continent. Among them, the Cape buffalo, scientifically known as Syncerus caffer, is the largest and most powerful. It is found mainly across eastern and southern Africa, living in open grasslands, wooded savannas, wetlands, and areas near permanent sources of water. Compared with the smaller forest buffalo of Central Africa, the Cape buffalo has a heavier body, a darker coat, and much larger horns. Its impressive size and strength have earned it a place among Africa's legendary Big Five. Fact number 2. An adult male Cape buffalo can weigh more than 1,800 pounds. Females typically weigh around 1,100 pounds, while the largest bulls can exceed 1,800 pounds. Their massive bodies are supported by 4 short, incredibly strong legs. The neck, shoulders, and chest are heavily muscled, turning each adult bull into a living powerhouse of the African savanna. When threatened, a buffalo can lower its head, point its horns toward the danger, and launch a sudden charge. A direct impact can throw a lion into the air and cause devastating injuries. Fact number 3. The true strength of the Cape buffalo does not come from one individual alone. It comes from the entire herd. Cape buffalo commonly live in groups of dozens or hundreds under favorable conditions. Several groups may gather into enormous herds containing 1,000 animals or more. Females and young calves usually remain within the protection of the herd, while alert adults watch for danger. When one member is threatened, its distress call can attract the attention of other buffalo nearby. Instead of abandoning their companion, members of the herd may turn around, regroup, and confront the predator together. On the African savanna, unity is their greatest weapon. Fact number 4. Cape buffalo calves have an unusual way of nursing. A calf often approaches its mother from behind and drinks between her hind legs. This adaptation allows the calf to remain close to its mother, even while the herd continues moving. After a pregnancy lasting approximately 11 months, a female usually gives birth to a single calf. During the first months of its life, the young buffalo is especially vulnerable to lions, spotted hyenas, and African wild dogs. The calf must remain close to its mother and within the protection of the herd. Its survival depends not only on maternal care, but also on the vigilance of the entire community. Fact number 5. Cape buffalo are famous for their unpredictable behavior. They have been given intimidating nicknames, including the Black Death and the Mafia of the Savanna. A buffalo will usually avoid a confrontation when it has a safe escape route, but an injured animal, a buffalo trapped with nowhere to run, or a solitary bull separated from the herd, can be extremely dangerous. It may turn to face the threat, disappear into thick vegetation, and then launch a sudden defensive charge. This is not revenge in the human sense. It is the powerful defensive response of an animal that has evolved among some of Africa's most dangerous predators. Fact number 6. The horns are the Cape buffalo's most important weapons. The bases of the horns become extremely thick and nearly joined together, forming a solid shield across the forehead. This structure is known as the boss. It protects the skull and helps the bull withstand tremendous impacts during battles for dominance. The horns of an adult female are generally smaller and more slender. Their bases do not form the same heavy shield seen in mature males. When two bulls fight, they lower their heads, lock horns, and use the full power of their necks and shoulders to force each other backward. These contests help establish rank and breeding rights, although they rarely end in death. Fact number 7. Despite their massive bodies, Cape buffalo are strong swimmers. They can cross rivers and deep stretches of water to reach fresh grazing grounds, find water, or escape danger. But entering a river brings another kind of threat. Nile crocodiles may attack calves or weakened individuals as they attempt to cross. For protection, buffalo usually enter the water as a group. Strong adults move with the herd, while calves remain close to their mothers and other protective animals. Once again, the herd becomes a living shield, helping its most vulnerable members cross dangerous territory. Fact number 8. Cape buffalo have 4-chambered stomachs. Like other ruminants, they can digest tough, fibrous grasses that many animals would struggle to use as food. Buffalo often swallow grass quickly. They bring partially digested food back into the mouth and chew it again. This process, known as chewing the cud, allows them to extract more nutrients from low-quality vegetation. Maintaining such a massive body requires a tremendous amount of grass. An adult Cape buffalo may also drink roughly 8 to 11 gallons of water each day, depending on its size, the temperature, and the moisture in its food. This is why buffalo herds rarely travel too far from rivers, lakes, wetlands, or reliable watering holes. Fact number 9. Cape buffalo must constantly deal with ticks and other external parasites. One of their most effective defenses is mud. Buffalo regularly lie down or roll in muddy wallows, covering their skin with a protective layer. As the mud dries and falls away, it can remove some of the parasites and biting insects attached to the body. But the buffalo also receives help from a much smaller animal, the oxpecker. These birds are often seen riding on the backs of buffalo and searching for ticks around the legs, tail, ears, and even inside the nostrils. The buffalo provides the birds with access to food. In return, the oxpeckers remove some of the parasites from their enormous hosts. Fact number 10. Lions are among the Cape buffalo's most formidable natural enemies. But bringing down a healthy adult buffalo is never an easy hunt. Lions usually need to work together. They attempt to create panic, break apart the formation, and isolate a calf, an injured animal, or an older and weaker member of the herd. But if the buffalo detect the attack in time, the entire situation can change within seconds. The adults regroup, lower their horns, and advance toward the predators as one powerful force. Some buffalo have even been observed returning to rescue a herd member trapped beneath attacking lions. During these violent confrontations, a lion can be tossed into the air, trampled beneath heavy hooves, or struck by a deadly horn. That is why even Africa's most powerful predators must be cautious when facing a united herd of Cape buffalo. On the African savanna, the hunter can suddenly become the hunted. The Cape buffalo is not the fastest animal on the plains. It does not possess sharp claws or long, flesh-tearing fangs. But it has size, strength, courage, and above all, the power of community. Alone, a Cape buffalo is already a formidable opponent. Together, it is an unstoppable force. The herd becomes a living fortress that even a pride of lions may struggle to break. In the unforgiving wilderness of Africa, true strength is not measured by muscle alone. Sometimes, the greatest strength of all is refusing to leave one of your own behind.